everybody, it's your boy Jarrett Payton, aka JP. We're live from my wing studio right now here in Chicago. Live, sitting right next to me is my homeboy and also my counterpart, Phife Dog, and sitting next to him on the green couch, my man Howard Griffith. What's up, man? How you doing?
All's good, man. I can't complain.
Hey, man, listen. I actually got two legends sitting right next to me, so it's good to be in the building. I hope you love our little confines that we got going on right here. But let's dive right into it. Let's talk sports since we're here in Chicago. Yo, Jay Cutler got his new deal. A lot of people here in Chicago, they don't really know how to take it. But for a man that covers the Bears, you watch the Bears all season long. Tell me this. Signing the deal, I know there's a lot of logistics, but can this man, Jay Cutler, take the Bears to a Super Bowl?
Well, they're giving him a contract that says he's got to lead them to the Super Bowl. Okay. But, as we all know, it takes a team. Now, we're going to get into this because we know how bad the defensive side of football is, and I'm not avoiding the question. But I don't think he ultimately is going to be able to take them to the promised land. I think too much time is going to elapse because it's not going to happen next year, right? I think we all can agree about that. So now the clock is ticking. So it's a matter of what they got to do now is try to rebuild that defense and get some more players on that side of the ball.
To be honest, I mean, that was a big issue for me because when it came down to it, I thought that, especially now with this offense, they're ready to win, I believe, in the next 2 or 3 years. So defensively, if you're going to be able to get to a Super Bowl, that means that you need to secure that defense now. And to me, securing it means through free agency. If you're actually going to do it through the draft, that takes too long. That's 3 or 4 years. Yeah. Watching guys like Bostic that are going to be great players, as you know, coming into the league, it's a little bit different than playing in the SEC. It takes time to get acclimated to how the NFL is run and how fast the game is.
Well, think about this too. The defense was prepared to win a championship several years ago, but the offense couldn't catch up. Now all of a sudden the offense is caught up and the defense is what appears to be light years behind.
It's been flip-flopped.
Yeah.
And people
all I remember is the NFC Championship.
See, now you're looking at that, just signing a quarterback, but you understand in the NFL now that you actually have to have a serviceable backup quarterback. What happens with McCown now?
Well, you probably lose McCown. I mean, let's be honest, unless he just decides this is where he wants to be. But there's really nothing that's tying him to Chicago at this particular point. So now the chances are you're going to lose a valuable backup. And when you look around the National Football League, that's one thing that's missing. I mean, when I was playing the backups, backups were good. Backups were be paid big money because when they needed to step up and play, they had to do it. But now you don't have that. You really don't have it.
Well, you have a guy like Kyle Orton who got to pay it a little bit. I think with seeing what Josh did this year, I think he's going to give broke off just a little bit wherever he decides to go. It's just funny, though, to see that you could be in the league for so long. You can travel all around different teams, and that it takes later on in your career to be able to find a coach and a system that truly fits you. Because I think that's when I look at the deal with Jay, it's not that I don't like Jay, I just know Trestman very well. And the thing about Tress is that it's about his system and how you need a quarterback that doesn't turn the ball over. Mm-hmm. When I look at Jay Cutler, that's a part of his MO. See, when you're in college, what you do in college more likely is going to take turnover when you get to the NFL. If you throw interceptions, you're going to throw interceptions when you get to the league. If you fumble the ball, you're going to fumble the ball when you get to the league. So the writing's been on the wall. I think it goes for how much longer can you actually say, man, he's got a laser rocket on. Yeah. How long can you say that for?
I think you can say it for a while, but the reality is this. You talk about the system, and he's been in Chicago, played under numerous systems that weren't very good. I don't blame Jay for that. I blame the people that hired him. I mean, that's when you look at Lovie Smith. I mean, my biggest complaint about Lovie Smith was not the way he coached, but his inability to hire the right guy. That ultimately was the undoing of Lovie Smith. I think when you look back at it, not that he knew what he was doing from a defensive standpoint, but he trusted these offensive guys way too much, and they were trying to do things that weren't really going to help his team win.